Well, howdy YouTube gamers, welcome, and today I have something special for you. Check this out. That's one of my shorts that reached more than 1 million views, yeah? And I want to show you comments under that short, because since it has such a big reach, it essentially has a lot of very interesting type of people in the comment section. So, yeah, let's actually, you know what, I'm just gonna open the short itself. Firstly, I'm gonna show you the short. It's just me essentially playing against, well, like, for the lack of the better word, 2 PvEers. And one of them was unveiling around, and I just started trolling a little bit, yeah? And that's essentially the short. Most of it. After plenty of trollish turnarounds and just waiting for the guy to use Moonveil like 5 times in a row, I simply parried him and killed him. And that was about it. Aside from plenty of cool comments, like for example this one that has 5k likes, you actually have a lot of the newer ones, especially when this short reached more of the wider audience when it comes to the algorithm. Yeah, it's basically a lot of weird people started coming through and through. You have plenty of normal comments, but you have a lot of weird ones, like some fucking dude saying that the video is fake for one. Some people just not liking the content itself, which is, I guess, okay. Some comments that are very interesting, like this individual saying that I wish we got to see Steel doing the buffing before fight, so we can basically watch him massively over prepare to fight what is effectively 2 hamsters. Impressive amount of cope. So this guy over here also like explained quite interesting phenomenon. Like some people in the comment section were like, wow, you are just turning around to the camera, that's so funny. Now here you go, like this guy for example being like, I like how you turn the face to the camera each time you parry, as if it was documentary. LMAO, you looking back at the camera made this 100 times funnier. That's actually pretty funny, like, you know, like they don't realize I'm doing it to delay the glintstone attack, yeah? But they find joy in that to some extent, because they are not aware. Some people, for whatever reason, upset that short has views. So like we have, for example, guy here saying that they had no vigor, but whatever gets the views IG. Some people that being trying to be funny with I can smell you joke. Plenty more of copers that being like Elden Ring PvP is just who can spam skill the fastest, most successfully. Tactics is non-existent.
Person never played the game.
Person never played PvP, or like on any decent level, that's for sure.
What a nerd. Touch the grass, try hard.
And dude, like we are getting here to the golden ones. Roll catch spam, roll catch spam, roll catch spam the game. And then like some dude tries to actually kind of hold me in defense and being like both of them died the exact same thing, making them same mistake. One died to panic rolling, the other died from using the Ash of War despite the obvious counter. Also, like I just kind of realized that I got myself a new tool and I'm not using it, so let me actually start using it. So yeah, like this comment over here took me into defense, and then we have another one. You're gonna see this name in the comment section a lot, because he's like, nah, their mistake was not alt F4ing when they got invaded by a sweat who uses chainsaw glitch the moment he starts losing. Yay, anger chainsaw glitch. Killing noobs with cancer PvP builds such as hyper armor katana is the best he's got. And yeah, this individual, yeah, he's going to be sending plenty of reviews of this type. Poise check the hell out of the first guy. What does he mean? What do you mean poise check? I want to see. Was there like an poise moment? Ah, wait, but okay, so it doesn't that deal like 40 poise damage? You can literally wear rags and you're going to tank this projectile. Wow. I mean, I guess poise checked. GG.
Virgin.
Oh, come to his stream. He got bad bitch unlike you, baby. God, players like you are the worst.
I agree.
Why?
You know, imagine we are hardworking people going to our full-time jobs, and then after our work, we just have that 1 to 2 hours of entertainment in a video game.
And I ruin it.
And here comes the fucking sweaty 4K hours tryhard and kills us right in front of the boss.
But like this is the opposite of sweating though. Like this is as far from sweating as it's possible.
You are parrying. No normal person can parry.
No other person can click the button.
Yes, in the right time.
Okay, I will take it. This beautiful comment, let's read it together. Swapping to Mysticroid was super gay, min-maxing, probably. Jesus Christ, this game is a sweat factory, where people just sit and wait for aggressive attack and then take advantage of it. No back and forth at all. Like, it's hard to have back and forth at all, like when you're playing against people, of course, that are rather, like, not greatest at the game. But, well, it just clipped like that. It just clipped for fun, where I just, like, did something goofy that it's, like, nothing serious about it, honestly.
Well,
whereas this guy over here being like, this guy also uses chainsaw. I told you, remember this beautiful guy? When he starts losing invasions. XD, gay as fuck. Okay, this comment detail, like, people who is prepared for the PvE and doesn't even try to play PvP, is normal that you stomp him with a PvP meta build. Just play Colosseum and stop bullying this kind of people who didn't want to fight you. This is a comment that's also going to be repeating. I have feeling like algorithm was sending this video to particular type of people, because this type of similar comments were coming in like batches. I have been like witnessing plenty of these, and so let's make it clear, yeah? When you're talking about Colosseum is by no means harder by invasions. It's just like dwelling spot that is also full of relatively bad players. And even if you fight like a decent players, well, in my case, it's not really much harder of an experience at all. It might be just a little bit more interesting experience. But overall, decent players that are going to fight outside of the Colosseum, because Colosseum rule set that's forced by the game mechanics is pretty dog shit. But anyway, like here in the comments, we have continue of the cope. This guy being like, I guess it's just fun. Colosseum isn't, you might lose.
This
like,
comment says a lot about this person. They are afraid to lose because of their ego. So they project this onto you. So
someone was like, stop playing co-op if you don't want to be invaded. Yeah, I mean, like, as simple as that. And the other guy being like, let's see it. Imagine playing PvP against people who are clearly playing their PvE run with a friend and invading them, and not only having a good time killing someone who was clearly worse than you, and you didn't even know how to play against a person, and the only having a good time, but also uploading a short about how they misuse a weapon. Dude, holy shit, this guy is fucking crazy. The one carrying it possibly didn't even know what PvP was. Also, this is the only way to pay co-op mate. Jeez, what is this co-op? Co-oping is related to the PvP, and PvP is related to the co-oping, or at least invading is related to the co-oping. By co-oping, you are agreeing to the PvP. This guy is in the mountain top of the giants. If that's his first co-op session, sure, but it's most likely not the case. Like, there is no shot they were never invaded before. Like, what the fuck is this freaking co-op, dude? Like, people being like...
This is a strawman.
It is a strawman, but okay, but of what type? What they are strawmanning? Like, what is the idea here?
They are imagining things about host and the phantom,
just to put them into the
creating narration around it. Yeah.
Okay, but why? It's fundamentally stupid. PvP and co-op are related.
I know.
That's just hilarious. Someone can be so fucking delusional about things, but okay, let's continue. So this guy actually answering to very first comment that is kind of like making fun of me. The gamer in absolute serious tone, this one being like, so it's fun because you can win easily to someone who is worse than you, instead of fighting with someone who is just as prepared as you in a 1v1. This guy had actually ally in this individual over here, yeah? Like, this individual on the top clearly makes fun of me. And it's even funnier, like, this guy did not realize that, and he basically arguing against someone that is on his side, which is fucking hilarious, dude. But anyway, the more I see this guy saying like the co-op is trash because you can be invaded, like, just, you know, basically a fucking scrap fest. Let's continue. what we see here. I'm actually curious because this comment seems initially in the good faith, just like disagrees with particular mechanic. Yeah, it seems like. I get that people want to invade others, and sure, it's totally fair since they decided to take the risk of being invaded. Yes, by co-oping. But most of the time, despite this, they don't know how to PvP. A lot of the time, they aren't even very good at PvE. That's why they are in co-op. And invaders dog on them for that. It's kind of depressing. That's not exactly true, by the way. Especially in this game, your individual mechanics do not matter that much, as you can be absolutely overwhelmed by the amount of the spam. And essentially, no matter how good the PvP player is, invader is, you can always just get absolutely bodied by 3 scraps that accidentally hit the freaking Alt button in correct intervals, because you're gonna get blended and bodied. But anyway, this guy that was like being sarcastic earlier right now being like, let's see, true, and this guy says that it was a very fun fight, but I guess not for the host. Invasions is one of the main problems of the series. What? You get invaded by the guy with 3k hours in a game, he sweats like mud, and you just can't do anything. PvP is fun only on release, but then it feels kinda stupid and unfair, especially if you are playing older game. This guy is upset because someone has fucking competitive advantage in form of just being better player. Holy shit, people are such fucking pussies. Of this type, at least. That's actually insane. I just want to point out also on top of everything, yeah? This is not sweating, even a fucking little bit. It is as far from sweating as it is only possible. Like, this is actually ridiculously like a chill invasion where I'm just playing around against people that, yeah, like, were kind of clueless.
Imagine being this salty where you start to make fun of skilled players like Steel cause you were too lazy to work on your own skill, and now you just cope so hard that we can smell your skill as you comment throughout the screen. Smiley face emoji.
Thank you, Chris, for another super chat, but yeah. I mean, this is pretty ridiculous, not gonna lie. Like, I swear to God, casual players are different fucking state of mind. This is incredible. Being upset about the fact that, like, someone poured their time into, like, getting better at the game. And that's, like, apparently something that I shouldn't do because I, for whatever reason, own this guy fun, apparently. I supposed to apparently let this individual win or what? Or I supposed to like never improve at the game just in case, so we would have like potentially like a fair and square fight between two people that have no idea what they are doing. Like what is that? What is that argument? Also, at the end I said GG, very fun fight. How the fuck this individual do not hear? It's a joke. Yeah, this fight was stupid. It was ridiculous. That's why I say it. I don't mean that was a good fight. Just ridiculous encounter, as simple as that. And like the worst thing is that this individual, yeah, in the comment earlier, in this exact comment, he was sarcastic himself. How the fuck these people do not realize these things? Like, how the fuck they are so clueless is beyond me. Look, the hero of the comment section yet again. There's literally nothing he could do with his PvE build against that hyper armor katana. I played shitload of PvP, so just take my word for it, especially since this pathetic invader is insta-swapping equipment to counter anything against noobs like he hasn't showed since the game got released. Hasn't showered.
Also, I want to point out that Steel did shower when Night Rain launched.
Yes.
He celebrated.
Yes, and I didn't shower ever since, but at Night Rain release, I did, and I am very proud of it. I don't know if we want to read more, yeah? Because here an individual says that, okay, I also played a lot of shit tons of PvP. My point has nothing to do with the invader skill. Level 2, if you are spamming the exact same move and over, getting hard countered each time, the thought process should be, this isn't working. Maybe I should try something else. Not use it again. He definitely won't parry this time. And then like the guy being like, yeah, his buddy tried something else with that greatsword and magic and got deleted by hyper armor katana and wiggles to bait rolls.
What's with this person and hyper armored katana?
Like, I wonder if we even used the hyper armor. No, we didn't even use hyper armor against this guy. Like, literally, not even once there was like, you know, he mentioned his body, yeah? So I assume, like, he's talking about this phantom. not even a singular case of use of the hyper armor here too. It is like an NPC got like the keywords AI generated, like use these keywords to push your statements, dude. Like this is fucking crazy. That doesn't change the point I'm making. You are so stuck on the way the invader played that you are ignoring my actual statement and being like the guy being like, yeah, because no matter what, he wasn't gonna win against the sweat. Okay, dude, well, maybe if you get good, you wouldn't be so butthurt. I have fought sweats before, and yeah, it's annoying, but it's not impossible to win. Be open to the criticism and don't simply blame other players for being better than you are at the game. And the guy is like, what? Let's see. Yeah, it's not impossible. Done that before as well. In Colosseum with a somewhat PvP optimized build. But implying that the guy in the video lost because he was spamming Altus is simply wrong here. He lost because he was a PvE newbie, unlucky enough to encounter this equipment swapping hyper armor katana sweatlord. So anyway, the tarnish continues. I wasn't implying he lost because of the Altus spam. I specifically stated that I was talking about general fundamental lack of understanding of the game mechanics and common sense, thinking that it's not tethered to the context of this specific video. You have been so hung up on the invader that you have been purposely ignoring my actual point. And then like we have back the main commenter. This is the guy that started this entire thread. And this guy being like, you also reminded me of something I didn't touch. Someone whose sole intention is to PvP will have a weapon for every occasion, whereas someone who only planning to play PvE will only have PvE optimized weapons, which usually are terrible in PvP and vice versa. For example, a great hammer or colossal will suck in PvP, which happen to be the best weapon classes for the PvE. If they wanted to incentivize PvE players to play PvP, this isn't the way to do it. So, first of all, this part, yeah, that great hammers and colossal weapons are bad in the PvE. It's like some sort of the ancient fucking bullshittery. So at the given moment, it's just cope and lack of understanding. Both great hammers and colossal weapons are fucking great in the PvP after like bunch of buffs and can be used. For example, like there is like a great hammer might be a proper play against like a dagger and shield for one, which is like a super meta setup. Or dual colossal weapons like has like a 15 frame startup with shitloads of the hyper armor. It's a good PvP setup. Or like you have like, for example, setups like a great club that is also very good in the PvP, yeah? You got the point. What I want to say is that optimization for the PvE when you are co-oping is actually not an argument. Like, you're not supposed to make an argument that, hey, I am not prepared for the PvP, therefore, like, it's not fair. Because by jumping into the co-op session, you are basically saying that, yes, I am agreeing to do PvP. You should be, in such case, prepared for the PvP. Moonveil is a good PvP weapon. It's not like bad PvP weapon at all. This is like a pure co-op, yeah? Like, if you are co-oping, you are going to PvP. If you're going to PvP, then prepare for PvP. As simple as that. If you don't want to do it, then it's only your fault. How long didn't he take shower? Since the game got released, our friend again, by the way. Elden Ring PvP players proceeding to ruin the host today because he wants to play with his friends. Is that like ironic? Let's see other comments. It's just someone brought here by algorithm, actually. It might be serious, guys. Dude, listen. You have that amazing mechanic in the game called invasions that makes so that your experience is unique because you are interacting with other enemy player that actually might spice up the gameplay by a lot. In my opinion, ruining the experience because my experience is only good when it's fucking giga easy and I can gank onto the PvE without any effort whatsoever, dude. I love this type of thinking. Maybe I'm strawmanning here a little bit, but I have feeling like this is this type of thinking. I have feeling like this, just people, instead of appreciating that invasions are in this game and actually make the PvE experience unique, then like there is upsetness instead. Another one, to be honest, you are the most obnoxious type of player who invade when I am just trying to duo with my friend. So like the guy basically being like, well, I agreed on that rule set of I co-op, therefore like I accept the PvP encounters. But you bitch, actually no, I only want part of it, and fuck you. You are a bad person because you are just doing something within the mechanics of the game. Unfortunate, dude. Insane. This is such entitlement, yeah? The guy being like, people that dislike invasions, you know what? Like, I can understand you might dislike invasions, yeah? I can understand that you might dislike the entire concept of invasions. You want to chill in co-op with your friend. And honestly, in my eyes, I wouldn't mind if Souls games PvP would be kind of separated from the co-op, in the meaning that you could turn off invasions like you can in very popular mod, seamless co-op. I wouldn't mind it at all. But calling me obnoxious because I just engage with the mechanics of the game that are here like set since Demon Souls is so fucking ridiculous, dude. I just don't understand how these people are thinking. 15, 16 years of this mechanic existing in the From Software titles, and people still have this type of argumentations, dude. This is just amazing. Like, people are such a fucking pussy, scared of fucking Red Bud Man, dude. Someone basically explained to the guy that invaders are identity of the Souls games, yes, but not in Elden Ring. Dude, Jesus Christ, like, these people are so fucking clueless. Why they are speaking? Recusant lore, Mogwen lore, yeah? Like, this just basically all the thing, like, those covenants, or like, well, not covenants from the gameplay perspective, but like factions, let's call it, in the game, are about invasions. Like, this is literally it. Invaders are like part of the world of the game. Like, this individual didn't get an answer. I'm gonna give him heart because of course he bodied the scrub that actually just was trying to prove that like he's right, whereas like he's clueless scrub NPC set to the upset mode. We got like a gamer sending 2 comments over here, one of them being like cringe as fuck, and we are only run attacking over and over. You are telling him not to use that the way he's in it, then proceed to roll catch spam him out of the game. Okay, let's watch the short. I actually want to see it. So, running attack, then follow up running attack, because like it was just anti-roll spam moment, just basically just roll catching the guy. Neutral attack, running attack, crouch attack. Okay, the guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I mean, like that was expected, yeah. But dude, roll catch spam. Like, these peoples are real, dude. Or like, maybe they are not real. Like, I swear to God, I start to believe in that internet theory. He might be pretending to be actual human being, but it's just like an NPC set to like aggression mode. Earlier, I told you like I have almost feeling like the YouTube algorithm send a video to particular type of people, yeah? Because this guy here being like, go touch the grass, bro. We had plenty of comments of this type earlier, yeah? Under Get Alive, which basically insisting the same. Running a stab is so cringe. This guy is fucking amazing, dude. Supporting G9 and anyone that's friends with him is just wrong, Haimo. I think he said another comment under one of the newer videos. I had like a video that also like recently started like getting some views. It was a video from the year ago. The guy in this video, check this out, yeah? I actually cannot even like Deathblight cheater. You see? Like, he got death-blighted, but he didn't die. The guy was just simply cheating. So after trying to kill the guy normally, I just glitched with the chainsaw glitch and throw him off the map, basically. Yeah, there is a spot over here where the guy just falling infinitely beneath the map, yeah? And that's how I killed a cheater. And this guy being like, hacker versus a cheater / exploiter. They are practically on equal grounds almost. I swear to God. NPCs set to the aggression mode. That's what these people are. How the fuck you are so incapable of reading the context? Good job on a macro using asshole. Because I swap items, therefore I must be cheating. I literally went into menus. Okay, we got more of these beautiful. Souls PvP is so boring. Nothing makes me happier than knowing Michael Zaki tailors the game to PvE first and foremost, and PvP is just afterthought. By the way, Meanwhile, Duskblood's PvP-focused game. I hear this argument that PvP is just afterthought or whatever for years now. Even Dark Souls 2, the most PvP-focused Souls game or like multiplayer elements Souls game ever created with all the covenants and what's not, I still heard shit tons of these arguments that the PvP is an afterthought. No, like From Software not doing super good PvP experiences or doing flawed PvP experiences doesn't mean that like this is the afterthought. It's just From Software is just not that good at balancing this experience. But every single time when the game is being released and it's actually like live for long enough, they are trying to balance it. And usually the game's ending up pretty good. Like Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3 nowadays is somewhat of the better experience that it was for sure on the release. On releases, Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 3 were fucking terrible. And I know like from the perspective of time of like the entire PKCS versus Murky in Dark Souls 3, you might look at it like as the game is still dog shit, but trust me, on release Dark Souls 3 was very fucking bad. And the same goes for Dark Souls 2. And also like Elden Ring nowadays is so much better game in PvP than it was on release. It was god awful at the release. How fun it is to be a katana user abusing running attacks. Wow, I used the move in the game. Here the guy being like, hack! Other guy being like, sweatest invader talking shit about noobish PvE builds. Okay? So, Claw actually even asked, when I'm talking shit, and it's apparently above, which I assume this, and he says, below the video? So like, where? Elden Ring, that's a slur. Okay, thank you, chat. Now I understand how I'm talking shit. Shitty video. Oh my god, dude, like, he's going further. Shitty video, stop jumping, shitty jump. In what videos is that? That's completely different videos, dude. What the fuck? Guys are fun. What the shit is that? Oh, hell nah, you a nerd and go touch grass. Laughing emoji. Okay, we got another beautiful comment. This guy being like, I always get invaded by dudes that sweat this hard. I like Elden Ring for its PvE and exploration, but wish there was an option to no PvP. I love how these people think that this is sweating. Just the most chill, the most play with your food moment. Being like sweating apparently in the eyes of these individuals. Of course, we have our hero, aggressive NPC being like, and if you somehow start winning, he will use a chainsaw glitch because he's that pathetic. One of those types of people who have only seen women's breasts in the pictures on the internet, and the last time they touched grass was 5 years ago. I am not arguing about the other part, but I can hear my girlfriend going in to show her breast to me.
Here, have your breast.
Yeah! Club being like, hey, I am his girlfriend, we'll live together, blah, blah, blah. And the guy is like, this is fake. I mean, who the fuck you are to tell me I'm wrong? I tell you, NPCs set to the aggression mode. Oh, here you go. Please get a life, dude. You are the typical chubby freak like South Park freak. Chill, you only are increasing your ego. Don't worry, dude. The invaders in this game are pathetic, same like you. I am the GOAT. Okay, dude, are you happy? You don't get anything more than the kill and victory emoji. It's just a game, dude. Space ... I hope you don't be the typical low-level invader with DLC weapons and blah 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 buffs. Simply get a life, dude. It's just a game. This NPC is malfunctioning, I can tell you. That's actually pretty crazy. Yeah, it's way more comments than I thought, honestly. But hey, that internet theory Moonveil. Pretty much, but honestly, that internet theory are comments. Not gonna lie. And there we are actually, yeah, we got like through most of them. Probably some of the comments got deleted. Some of the comments actually didn't display itself because that's how YouTube works sometimes, yeah? Overall, pretty crazy, yeah? Like, this is your glimpse. That's why, like, just in case, if anyone ever would ask, yeah, why I am not, let's say, like, focusing more on the casual audience and I feel good in my tryhard niche, this is very often the reason, because like if you're getting like this type of views, you are reaching into outer audiences that are just so brain dead that if I would be exposed to this type of comments day after day, I would probably lose my shit. Not gonna lie. I probably would start like deleting comments or never looking at them, because this amount of the brain deadness is just too fucking much. Casual PvEer player of Souls games, Elden Ring, is actually an NPC. That internet theory, in my opinion, is fucking real.